사람들이 아직 다 들어온 것 같지 않나요?
일단은 지금 시작하시면 어떠실까요? 일단 녹음하고 못 오시는 분들은 아니면 5분 뒤에 시작할까요? 죄송하지만 괜찮으시겠어요?
네, 뭐 전 괜찮습니다.
네, 그럼 제가 여기 초대되신 분들 다시 한 번 더 초대해 드릴게요.
어,
야, 많이 들어오셨구나.
잠시만 좀 기다려 주십시오.
경서,
네,
준비 많이 했어?
준비 많이 못했습니다.
그래. 저기, 누구냐, 성훈아, 성훈이가 좀 잘 들어야 될 것 같아. 다른 사람들도 다 마찬가지지만,
네.
지금, 특히, 우리 아이나스 쪽, 이쪽은 백업이 별로 없잖아. 경섭이 말고는 제대로 대처할 수 있는 백업이 별로 없어가지고,
네.
다른 분들도 다 마찬가지고, 나도 마찬가지지만, 성훈이가 되게 잘 들어야 될 것 같고, 그리고 이제,
제가
경섭이
되는
부재시에는
건가요?
이제
어깨가 무겁네.
백업을 마련하는 게 목적이다.
안 되는데. 아, STU도 부담스러운데.
어차피 STU 돌리려면 아이나스 쪽에 굉장히 그 타이트하게 워크플로우라든가 이런 게 매핑되어 있는 게 많아서 그쪽을 열심히 들어봐야 돼. 열심히 공부를 좀 해봐야 돼.
네.
이런 기회 아니면 또 공부하기 어려우니까.
네.
자주 할 그런 것도 아닌 것 같고 해서
네. 앞으로
지금
김경석
기다리는
과장님.
거는 뭐
네.
지금 탐해상 혼자 안 들어왔고요. 나머지 분들은 일단은 그 ITC 분들인데 이분들은 그 와타나베상 통해서 일단은 그 교육 자료 녹음한 거 이제 전달하도록 그렇게 해야 될 것 같고요. 일단은 저 김경성님 회의 저 세미나 진행해 주시죠. 부탁드립니다.
네, 알겠습니다. 화면 좀 공유하겠습니다. 화면 보이시나요?
네, 보입니다.
일단 여기 민호드상도 있고 해가지고요. 일단 전체적으로 영어로 하도록 하겠습니다. 잠시만요. Okay. Thanks for joining this seminar for INAS. I believe this document already shared before, but I'm gonna go through from start to end on this document. So this document basically covers all required knowledge of INAS, and it's gonna help you to support Rakuten, especially for INAS activity in field deployment and testing equivalent. and so on. So let's go for the first page. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna go through each slide and very quickly, and during you may have a question some point, but we're gonna have another session later. So this time I'm just quickly go through each slide and yeah, that's what I'm thinking about now. So INAS checkpoint kind of like this three box above, INAS instantiation and firmware release and device plug and play and so on. So INAS instantiation will be like a DNS registration addition option, active server, and the most important part of these three box, I think, device plug and play, because through plug and play, our device, for example, ISTU and floor switch, we're gonna get DHCP IP allocation and SMP post for INAS communication between device and INAS, and voice upgrade and day one configuration, etc. So as you can see here, this is gonna be like a per device deployment. So each device will be go through from IP allocation to day one configuration automatically. I'm gonna talk about these two later detail. So let's go for another page. So INAS installation, and this page shows.
Sorry to interrupt. If you have any questions, then before going to the next page, you can ask anything. So do you have any questions in previous page? Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thanks. This page is showing our INAS in production and Kiba Lab. So you basically use Kiba Lab, this IP as jump server, and Tochika and Sanda and member. I believe all you guys have this information basically. And Kiba, we have two INAS installed, which was manually deployed one and automated INAS one. So we have two INAS in Kiba Lab. And this INAS is Tochuka and Sanda. So basically, if you have, if you want to just memo or something like you often want to refer to, you just copy this information to your personal style, but I'm gonna often use this document as well. So
question here. So Tosca and Sanda is created manually or automated?
There is two INAS which is created by manually and why not automated INAS. This page is a little bit older, but in here it just shows one INAS, but actually we have running two INAS in production. So
Okay.
I will update later this page.
Okay, thank you.
So firmware release. When we have firmware release officially, we're gonna have some process in Kiva and board and production as well. So there is a Rakuten release manage process, on which you will be using Artifactory. Artifactory like storage or repository for uh, firmware release. So for most for all vendors, not only Dasan, this certificate basically for all vendors. So all vendor follows this process. So we need to deploy firmware actually into the Artifactory. Kiva for we have first release, we're gonna upload the firmware to Kiva Artifactory. The URL is like this one, and credentials and repository. So basically, we have two products, Core Switch and STU, and INAS as well. INAS also released, right? So this INAS version also need to deploy in Kiva Artifactory first. So next page, you better to see how it's gonna look like. So this web browser based. So as you can see here, we have vendors, and under the vendors we have Dasan and Forces, and under Force folder we have basically three folders: early release and certificate release and production release. So the first folder we're gonna use is early release, which means it's early release, nothing but just pre-certificate release. It means this firmware is not certificate yet. Somehow, this early release will change to certificate release, and this certificate release will change to production release. Just simple as that. And there's as for example, we have a floor switch case, and under the release folder, we have to create folder based on firmware version, and image file itself is attached. Okay, let's go next page. So there's one more very important thing to note is we need to input these two information for each firmware. This information, without this information, we're gonna lose one functionality to automatically download the firmware from Artifactory. I'm gonna talk about this in detail later when we talk about PMP. For now, you just remember there is Artifactory, and this artifact look like this, and there's one really important thing to note is we're gonna put this information to each image file. Okay.
Question. So as soon as escalates LMP ticket is going to located early release?
Yes.
Okay. After the Kiva testing verified everything, it is going to go the certificate release.
Right.
Then what is the condition going to the production release then?
As Rakuten design, the certificate once it gets certificate, and it's automatically to transfer the production release, and in production we don't have to manually upload the image file. That's the Rakuten design process, but there is something not quite working good with this process. So process was there, but the real operation is not like the design. So each time in production, we we are doing upload the image, the active server manually right now. Maybe you don't understand fully, but
Okay. Another question. So after register LMP tickets, we upload the firmware to the Artifactory manually. Then after that, some verification is completed. It is going to the certificate. In that procedure, should we have upload manually to the certificate release folder, or it is automatically the moving copying there?
that is completely automatically move to certificate to release.
Then in Dasan perspective, nothing nothing upload activity required, right?
Yes.
Not required. Okay.
Not
Understood.
required.
Okay. The first time upload to the Artifactory, that's it.
Yes, but what I'm talking about, there's something problem between certificate release and production release. It was it was it should be like early release to certificate process through automatically, but now the system is not going and working like did that one. So that has to be manually upload each time. But
Manual uploads by Dasan or by Rakuten?
it's a vendor side. Vendor side.
Vendor side. Then vendor have two different activity. First one is uploading only release Artifactory, right? And after that, it is automatically going to the certificate release. And after that, manually we should upload product release behind
Yeah.
Rakuten confirmation, right?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, understood.
Okay, this is interworking between Artifactory and INAS. This is code flow. Uh, mm, yeah, OSS vendor and Artifactory INAS. It's code flow between Artifactory and INAS. Basically, INAS will download the image firmware or image from Artifactory. Okay. But this process need information like what is the Artifactory address, what is the URL, and what is the path of production, and so those information need to be provided from Artifactory to INAS. So these two process is talking this kind of information between Artifactory and INAS. So once INAS get this information, the yellow box is containing the version information, and what's the path, and so on. And those kind of information once get by Interfactory, and INAS will download the image to the INAS first, and then it will upload the FTP server, which is a SFTP server. Okay. So this.
What is the triggering point? For example, very first arrow. So maybe INAS is asking to Artifactory for asking the path, and next time Artifactory should return the path information through this format, right?
Yes.
Then what is triggering points? Then when INAS should request Artifactory for the path? Manually by the person or some kind of automation?
INAS will ask the Artifactory every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, will ask Artifactory for those information.
Okay.
If Artifactory has that, then it will send those information to INAS. If not, INAS just not getting any information, but it will keep asking every 5 minutes to Artifactory. So
regardless of install new flow switch, new STU, it is asking a request every 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
So that's why I emphasize this information. So this information is really important. If vendor is not added this information, INAS blind to this will be blind to this this specific, firmware, which firmware, which product is it, ProSwitch or is it still? INAS completely blind to this today. So very important to note this one.
Understood.
Okay, let's go device pro gameplay. Here's the URL reference for ProSwitch and Steel, and currently M1500 is not running in Rakuten field site, but this device also supports plug and play like a ProSwitch and Steel. So you can reference this URL if you're interested. So FCAPS means F is fault management, and C means configuration, 8 means authentication, like security authentication, probably. Yeah. P means performance, S means security. So if you heard FCAPS, that's talking about those things. So here's the document list. You can go there and go through each document if you're interested. And alarm library, yeah. So the second one is provide Dasan R&D. So this is a very detailed API. How is the API look like? How is the property look like, and what is the property meaning, and what is the request request and what is the response and what is the body, all those kind of things you can refer this document. Yeah. So configuration management. Config management also referred to ATP1P. If you're not familiar with what is ATP1P, I'm gonna prepare another session for what is the ATP1P and 1A, 1C, 1D, 1E, all those kind of things. But if you hear from someone ATP1P, basically it means configuration management. So basic configuration management basically contains those information of device. Okay. It is JSON format. If you open that file, the file look like this. There's a UHN host name of device and SMP user. What is SMP user and what is community? All those kind of things about device. So location is in INAS is like this: var INAS server and file export and CM. CM is configuration management. Okay. So this is a detailed explanation of ATP1P, the test case. What ATP1P will test? The test case will be like this table. If CM file existence or not, they're gonna check file existence, right? And check host name of device and check the track hosting and SMP version 3 user, all those related SMP and TAC server and syslog server. Okay. And VLAN as well, and NTP and DNS. So, so now we're gonna talk ATP1D. ATP1D means alarm testing. In other words, is fault management. So there is API for fault management. We can use core script, providing IP address of INAS and those paths. And then you're gonna see this output that contains ID of a device and interface IP address of a device. And what is the model of device? It's STU or process, and name of a device. So like this word, you can change the IP address accordingly. So basically you can use API for get node and the alarm check. Because some Rakuten or other vendors ask us to check is any alarm detected INAS? If you ask like this question, you're gonna use this API for alarm checking. Okay. So basically, fault management is two API we can use. One is current alarm. Another one. Another one is historical alarm, right? current alarm will be disappeared once it get cleared, but an historical alarm will be not disappeared. It will accumulate. It will be showing all history to alarm those generated through times. So basically, sometimes we need to use historical alarm to reference old alarm that happened very beginning, and so alarm will be referenced by each node. Node means which STU we're gonna use reference. For example, here 65 is the number of ID, and and this ID means STU has this 65 number ID. So and we have to provide some parameter like start time and end time. Start time, end time means what is the what are you looking for during from this time to end this time. So you can be free to change this value accordingly. Okay.
What is search type 1?
Sorry.
What is search type 1? Start time and end time, okay, but search type 1, what does it mean?
Search type. I think this I don't know the value of number 1 for search type is, but I think you can reference this document. The rest
Okay.
is great.
Okay.
Actually, so it's not difficult to use if you know how this API look like and what this API means. So, okay. But there's one thing you might have difficult to reference time because INAS currently not support UTC type. So you have to convert the UTP type to epoch time. So basically, epoch type is not human readable. So we have transfer another type of time, which is a human readable. That might be a little bit difficult, but once you get used to use, it's not quite hard, I think. Okay. So for management, basically we have occurrence alarm and clear alarm. So these two alarm will be pairing. So once occur, it should be cleared. If not, it is going to be cause problem, right? So, for example, alarm name, we have rectifier failure single detected. It is detected alarm, okay. Then it should be cleared. So here's the clear alarm format. And performance management is very simple. It is just for collect the data from device in every 15 minutes. It will and save to this directory. There is a fixed directory for PM and as well as CM. CM we already covered configuration management, right? And PM and we have there's also have a directory for this one. So basically the format is PM time, PM type, and hour and minute, and INAS hostname, and the CSV file. Okay, so the file look like this one. PM type, I think, is a temperature or CPU loader and memory. In this case, is the temperature. Okay, hour and minute and hostname of INAS.csv. So this file will be saved to INAS dispatch in every 15 minutes. Okay. File management, export the information. EMS will keep the folder 3 days locally. So according to the design, INAS storage has a limit spaces, so it's not gonna save all the files from very beginning. It's only keeps 3 days, last 3 days. It's not gonna. It's gonna delete all the older files, other than three earlier files. Okay. And what then? You may ask what this file is. What is what OSs will work for this file, right? Basically, OSs use this file because in end user is not gonna use INAS for this file. End user will gonna foresight use foresight to reference those files, right? So that's why OS needs to know this file, where is the path and what is the credential of INAS, all those kinds of relate to INAS, and then OSs will download this file to their foresight, and for the foresight then can see the CM files and PM files. Okay.
Do we have a sample file, Paulson, of that CSV?
Yes, CSV sample files. Just a moment.
What are the parameters it contains?
Okay. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, so let me know the moment. The next meeting is at 11 o'clock. So therefore, the process only up to the 55 minutes today. Okay.
Okay.
Also, the next training will be the control in the constellations with Paul.
Okay. Vinod-san, I'm gonna tell separately about that.
Sure, sure.
Let's finish this one first.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. No problem. Sorry.
I will try to finish up in 50 minutes. Okay. So this is log configuration. Detail path of log path is like this one. And if you open that XML file, we have to change the level of the log. But by default, it is set in the system, but we need to change the info. Otherwise, we're gonna lose the notification, startup notification file. So it is very, very critical to set info from change, from system. That's one thing. Okay. And if you get those logs, you'll see all lots of logs. And here, okay, I'm gonna talk detail on later, but log is look like this one, and you're gonna use a cat, and basically, and you also can use tail and grab. And what's your keyword for searching? Okay, so 4G now, Rakuten try to mass deployment for 4G and 5G also. So here's another list for INAS in production. For INAS, okay, you can use this one as well. And if you log into INAS and go to the directory log, and you'll see this logs file. Okay, and this is, for example, Rakuten or Oasis want doesn't to check this serial number is exist, notification is sent or not. Okay, if you have this question from Oasis team, you basically log into INAS and go to the directory of a log file and get this log and grab the serial number. If there is a notification, it's gonna show logs like this one. And those 4 red box, you need to be checked before share these logs to other people. It should be success, right? It should be success, and the notification the result should be 1. Otherwise, it's not success notification. So you must check this one as well. Okay, and the IP address. So you can. This guy is a construction team. So they often do the construct jobs. For example, cabling and then power on, right? So most of the power on time is 11 p.m. 11 a.m. Okay, so it means the notification will be detected in INAS 11 a.m. or later. Okay, so definitely you can check this guy, and for example, when the device power on, because that will help you for you to check and log. So this is a OSS side. If everything's okay, INAS already sent the notification, and the automation will be starting. Okay, so always fine. You will be green like this one. And there's issue between during the checking. For example, you couldn't see the serial number of log. Okay, you then check the CPNR team with the MAC address, so you can trace back the IP address of the MAC. Okay, once you get IP address, you can then log in from remote. What is the uptime of system, and then you can estimate what is the power on time. Okay. So there's an API that I use often. I list all of them up here. So get node remove and firmware operation and firmware operation edit. So you can definitely use this slide. And menu discovery and all those of API often used. Okay. I think I finished. Thank you.
Question. So,
Okay.
maybe we need any VPN connection to collect that kind of information, right?
Yeah, VPN is must have things.
Right. So I don't know who has the VPN access and who has not, but maybe after this meeting, we can list up the who requires this VPN and who needs to get the VPN access. After that, we can request some more the VPN account. Then here is another question. So ATP1D maybe get current alarm via cur command, correct?
Yes.
Then, but then when and who need this information?
It's a AppCaps team. AppCaps team needs this information.
Mm,
AppCaps team means foresight. You know foresight, right?
yeah,
Foresight.
FCAPS from
Yeah,
Rakuten side?
AppCaps not exactly Rapid side. It's a Inoli team. There's another team for this this particular module, but it is integrated in Foresight.
Mm,
In Foresight, there is a fault management module. They're gonna use this module to monitor all device.
okay.
So basically, they often ask this ATP1D, and
So what is the interaction between FCAPS, the team, and Dasan team? Maybe they are requesting us to collect that information, or how that work, ATP1D, normally?
yeah, and normally you're right. But there's 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 one case. Maybe we have issue. We lost the alarms we lost the alarm during
Installation.
during the deploying testing, field testing. For example, a device generates an alarm, and this alarm will send to the INAS first, and then INAS will deliver this alarm to FCAPS. Right.
Mm.
So
Okay.
these alarms should be detected at the very end, but sometimes they didn't see the alarms, so they will ask us to, did you have any alarms in INAS side? So those kind of questions you might get.
Okay. That means normally we don't need to interact for ATP1D, but if the Rakuten detects some loss of alarm or any problem, then they're requesting us to check ATP1D alarm from INAS side, INAS things. At that
Exactly.
time, we need to access INAS and check that curl command and uh, and inform them we have alarm or we don't have alarm, that kind of things.
Exactly.
Correct?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
understood. One last question from my side. The performance management. So you mentioned that every 15 minutes, this performance management performance is collecting from INAS. Then is that performance management is INAS perspective or a node perspective, STU or flow switch, that kind of node perspective or INAS perspective?
The, it's a node perspective. It's a device perspective.
Okay.
So each node will generate each node generate the file in every 15 minutes.
A
But
device. Okay,
but the
go ahead.
hostname use the INAS hostname
Okay.
here.
Okay. So each node that generate performance information locally and it is uploading to the INAS in every 15 minutes. Is that correct? Or it is the polling mechanism. For example, INAS is requesting every 15 minutes to every or separate node.
It's polling mechanism. INAS will poll the information through SMP communication to the device, and it gets the performance statistics of temperature and CPU load and memory status.
That means INAS is request in every node.
Right.
Isn't that burden kind of CPU load burden? Because if there are installed a lot of different STU and flow switches, then INAS have to check every node in every 15 minutes. Is it
Yeah,
really work?
that must that kind of the test we couldn't cover yet in Kiba Lab, but actually that is a good question. I think because once we get 8,000 STU, for example, and Pro Switch 10,000, I'm I'm not sure if one INAS can cover all those device yet, because we didn't test it yet.
Even R&D sites, they didn't verify that kind of thing with the internal testing, not yet.
I'm not sure.
Okay, got that.
Because
Maybe we can check later if we already have that kind of testing internally from R&D side or not. Okay,
yeah,
just
there
curious.
must be simulate those kind of scenario for performance testing. But in Kiba Lab, not yet testing that scenario.
Right, in Kiva there is not much nodes.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
not able to test that. Okay, thank you.
Any other question, guys?
저 한국말로 좀 여쭤볼게요. 29페이지에 그 11am이라고 돼 있는 부분, 그거 제가 잘 이해를 못했는데 설명을 좀 부탁드릴 수 있을까요?
그러나 이분들이 그 아침에 9시부터 해가지고 한 2시간 동안 그 케이블이 뭐 이상이 없는지 이런 거 점검을 한대요.
네.
점검을 하고 해서 일본 시간 11시 정도에 보통 전원을 넣는데요, ST에. 그래서 저보고 이제 그러니까 현장에 로그가 많이 쌓이다 보니까 로테이션이 빨리 돌 거잖아요. 그러다 보니까 이제 저도 그 시간대를 알아야 그거를 딱 그 구간을 찾거든요. 그래서 보통 그거 물어보니까 11시면 이제 보통 전원 넣기 시작한다고 하더라고요. 그래서 대략 그냥 한 보통 11시 이후에 생성된 파일을 일단 먼저 체크를 해보는 게 좀 맞더라고요. 그러니까 후에 해보니까.
그러니까
전에는
STU가
몰라서.
공사업체에서 뭔가 이벤트가 있어서 전원을 넣을 때 11시 이후이다. 그런 말씀이신 거죠?
네네.
네, 알겠습니다. 감사합니다. So, please, all the member, I request about thing. Please update the chatting room in the seminar chat. There are I already updated some file about the VPN account. So please the individual please open that document, and do you have or the VPN account do you have or that you have? Please check it. Okay.
Okay, understand.
So,
In my side, that's all.
You go
okay.
ahead.
Then,
Okay.
all right. Is there any another question? If not, I think we can good to
Okay.
close this session.
Thank you for your time. Maybe we should have some other session, Q&A session, or some the similar presentation. But okay, let's discuss
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
so much.
Thank you.